It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Play 1, and Prescott to the air. Left side to Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. On the move past the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, They just took that and just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out the end zone for the 2-point play.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback from Western Kentucky by way of South Florida. It's Mike White.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sense that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start on the ground. Hall, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Man open left side is Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Looking to throw. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up. It's through. It extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, it's White. Open man here is Conklin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw again on second down. White. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now White. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to come up a bit to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here. Puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
To throw is White. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get him down. Up of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw, White. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. And he's he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now White.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. White. That's caught at the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Jets are back within a score.
An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he puts it further within 3. It's 13-10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
When any pass is in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On second and 10, Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. White. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll bring it up here at the 40-yard line. Now we're a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action, here's White. On the move to his left. Open man is Uzama. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Play action now, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's White. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, White. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hall on to give up the middle.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.